Alright, Connor, let's check out your run. First run at Killington Slalom. Obviously a very tough hill. You started dead last, so difficult conditions. Pretty icy, ruddy, you name it. Steep hill. Watching the regular motion, then we'll slow her down.
You should have yelled.
Yeah, they have to sort of hit before him. Yeah, 'cause I didn't know he hit before him with our guy. I didn't see him until he was...
Alright, so let's check it out slow. You know, like I said, tough conditions, tough hill. Obviously you could see you were well behind it, late, all the way on the pitch, and you know, and it was hard, but got to bring that line up the hill. We got to give ourselves more room above the gate in the rise line. We got to maintain elevation. If we start losing elevation, we got to get it back. So, you know, obviously, you know, it's hard when you're finishing the turn down late to get back above it. You know, maybe here you could have, maybe right here you could have tried to, you know, kind of hook back up a little bit to gain some elevation around here, but got to somehow get back up there, because otherwise this is gonna be pretty ugly, and late turns into later. But here we go. We're finally off the pitch there. Yeah, but still kind of behind it. We really wanted to have a little more done above here. Just sort of late getting going. You have to cross block all exits on flushes and hairpins, so you got to be using the other hand. You know, so I think you're just in the back seat here. See, I mean, no ankle flexion there, kind of sitting down, it looks like. We got to be in the front of the boot. Since you're in the back of the boot here, we're just in no position, but got to be in the front of the boot, got to cross block them, block exits. Looks like you came darn close to hooking that tip right there. I don't know if it's the knee or the tip of the ski pushing it away, but you got by it. You know, based on the movement of the tip, I think it was the tip that hit the pole and bounced off down to here. Darn close, but got through it. But you know, that kind of, because that stumble now, we're kind of late getting prepared in the back seat, and we obviously were late there. All right. But here too, just got to be in the front of the boot. Got to give ourselves, you know, more room above. You're kind of, now your turn is down here. The other thing is when you block, you can't block and throw the arm back. I don't know if you did that because you're already sitting back or what, but we got to push that hand forward and pole plant. It has to be a block and plant. But even here, that pole plant, now your hand is way back there. You want to use the wrist, just a flick of the wrist, really tapping the pole plant to the side. So your pole is right now in perfect position to pole plant. All you would need to do is drop it to the ground, you know, using the wrist. But you kind of hold it, and you bring it up. Wait. It's kind of late. Just drop it. Drop it right away. Because the sooner you pole plant, the sooner it allows us to get recentered, get rebalanced, get back in the front of the boot. And because your pole plant was a little late, you're really late here. I mean, your apex is below. We're looking for pressure. Remember, slalom, looking for pressure pressure of the skis when we intersect rise line through fall line. And you're in rise line here, not a lot of pressure right yet. Your pressure comes now. And it's too late. It's all down here. We're looking to have shape back to the pole. We're looking for a turn more up in there with a lot of our pressure right here. And again, we want to block that pole, that gate, with our pole more this way, so we can, with the wrist, drop it to the ground right here. You plant, kind of hang, you raise your arm, you really stab, hand goes back, now you're back, and you're late. It's too much here, and we want that up there. Not enough room above it. Got to give yourself more room above that pole in the rise line for sure. You know, I think we've talked about it a little bit, but you may want to narrow that width a little of the feet. They are a little wide for sure. And this pole plant thing, we don't have time. It's a flick of the wrist to the side. Your hand's down there. You kind of stumbled, so there was your flick. That's actually a good pole plant, but raising the hand up and planting takes too much time because you really can't transfer the weight. You really can't get recentered without the pole plant. The pole plant starts it, and your pole plant's late, so you never really get that transition going. So, you know, let's narrow the stance a tad, a few inches. Make sure we are blocking and planting and really in one motion in slalom. That's really a tap to the side, dropping the tip with the wrist, making sure then we are able to recenter and get rebalanced and move forward now through the transition, bringing the hips up over the boots at the top of the turn, giving yourself a little more space above the pole and the rise line, bringing shape back to the pole, staying ahead of the course. All right, bring your turn shape back to the pole. So we have direction done and turn finished on the pole, and that would help out a lot.